Hi, dear loves. I was on my way upstairs and I started receiving spiritual communication, the ringing in my ears. And I want to be able to describe this to you. The scientific term is tinnitus. Spiritually, we know that this is spiritual communication. And what you hear is a profound tone. There are apps on your phone that you can get for your phone that will tell you, that will mimic that tone. But what I'm hearing is an almost very faint tone that's coming from very, 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 very far away. You can almost miss it. It's but it's a very light tone. It's coming from this way, from this ear. The other tones that I can hear, they're meeting. They're coming from this way, but they're in different levels. From here, it'll come in, it'll go. But coming from the back of me, you can almost taste it, okay? You can almost, you are like the soundboard. I feel like I am the channel, and you are when that's happening. It's communication. There's a message that will come in, and it may be when I get up. It may be as I'm walking up the stairs. Excuse me. The tone will come in, it'll go back out, but here's the thing, and there it is, it's in, louder, goes back out. But see, now they're coming in like this. So over here. Very tiny tone. Now I'm hearing it this way. Now it's coming back. It's and it picks up, the tone picks up in frequency. There is spiritual communication happening. This is more than one tone. This is multiple tones. And they're all meeting up. Inside me, it's like you'll hear one tone, you'll hear another tone, you might hear them simultaneously. It's not just two. And there are different frequencies, there are different levels of sound, there are different pitches. It's a talk, it's a conversation. It's an in and out. When you hear this spiritual communication, it's It's a talk, it's a discussion. They're having a conversation. And I truly feel that I'm serving as the medium for it to happen. Sometimes I will not get a message. Sometimes outside of like a verbal, like I will channel our spiritual guidance, and it will be something that I can communicate with my words, my human language, right? But right now, I'm just seeing the universe, and I'm seeing a whole different, a lot of different forms of creation. This is in the universe. I don't feel this spiritual communication is really meant for me. Now I may receive something for me or for a client as I'm walking up the stairs, as I get up, but this is communication. And it's so beautiful. When you're having a conversation, like you and I would be having a conversation, I say something, I pause, you say something. Sometimes that frequency gets intermingled. That is what's going on. And it's more than two. It's coming in from over here. Picking up louder over here. And it's really this that goes on. It's the frequencies cross, the tones cross. When this happens to you, you're hearing spiritual beings talk. This is spiritual communication. You're hearing the spirit realm. And I wanted to try to convey this to you because many of you ask me, and this is such a beautiful thing that I'm able to explain to you, that you hear the tone, it goes back, you hear another tone, sometimes it'll intermingle, you hear another tone. This is language. This is spiritual language. It's spiritual alchemy. It's precious. Sometimes, if you're not in tune with it being spiritual communication, when you find yourself doing this, oh, what is that ringing? Won't go away, will it? Won't go away. Goes away when you have tuned out, or when they choose to tune you out. Who is they? Who are they? They are spiritual beings. There are other beings in this universe than us. We are not the only ones. We never have been the only ones. I feel like that's what they wanted me to let you know. Here comes again, okay. In and out. It's a tone it's a pitch that just goes in and out. It'll go silent. It'll pick back up in a sequence that is a discussion. And I'll hear it over here and over here. In and out. for those of you who are questioning the ringing, it's not like a telephone ring. It is a tone. It is a frequency. It's a pitch. And it will vary in pitch. It'll raise in vibration. The tone will get higher. It'll get lower. It'll feel like it's fading away, and it'll feel like it's coming in. You'll hear it get louder. You'll hear it go away. You'll hear something over here. And I hear it in the back of me, the back of who I am, and through my ears. It's in me. So that's why you feel, oh my gosh, what is this? You are serving as a medium, as a channel for spiritual communication. And honey, that is spiritual guidance. Wow. I hope that helps. I pray that helps. And if there's a message that I receive, I will tell you immediately. I will tell you. It just went silent. Picks back up. There's a lot of communication going on tonight. This is beautiful. And it might freak you out at first, but be aware that when you are chosen to have awakened that side of who you are, it is your soul that is communicating with the spirit realm. It is your soul. There are beings that are outside of human. The messages that I'm hearing, this is not, this is not for anything outside of this, is what I'm supposed to show you, just to explain to you the ringing that you hear when it's spiritual communication. It is absolutely, if you hear those tones, the triangle of the instrument when you were, a kid and you did the ding, it's that. It's the ding. Then you might hear another one, ding. Another one, ding. Then they all come in. Then there's the other one, ding. 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 And it's coming from behind me. They're all at once, or a bunch of them. And then someone else will talk. And here's another one. It's like it's a conversation. It's like they're getting in on the discussion. Honey, it's good stuff. Be on our spiritual forum so we could talk about it. Let's share our experiences on a collective level. We are understanding more that it's not just certain people, honey. It's all of us. All of us walking have a soul that communicates with the spirit realm. Our human side is our ego, and that side says whether or not you are okay with that. And once you become okay, your human side begins to go down, and your spirit comes up and says, okay, I'm ready, and I want to be heard. And that's when you start experiencing a spiritual awakening moment, and that just means that you are becoming aware and awakened or awoken to the fact that you are a spirit inside of a body. And here it's coming in. And it's so good. For me, as a master spirit guide, I feel so privileged to be privy to this type of spiritual communication, because the only vision that I am getting, the only message that I am getting is the universe that tells me that this is nothing that is in this world. This is all communication that is in another dimension. This is in the fifth and above dimension. Now see, I'm getting, my body is interacting now, and I'm feeling there's energy inside of my right shoulder, my left shoulder, pressing on the inside of my skin. Okay, so it feels so good. This is on the inside of my skin, my shoulder blade. Okay, it's like, this is my shoulder blade. It's like someone is doing this, and I just heard we have to go now. It stopped. That's it. Oh my gosh. I don't feel it on my shoulder anymore. Honey, I hope that sharing that experience with me helps you understand when you're hearing, when you're feeling, when you're receiving communication from the spirit realm. You know that it's real. And as a master spirit guide, I don't expect it not to freak you out sometimes. It brings me to tears, because it's that powerful to know that you're that you're in communication with other life forms, other energy that is of God, that is of positive, loving energy. Be aware that there is energy that is not of God, and guard yourself, guard yourself. And we'll do more videos about that, because every time I share and experience anything, I want to make sure I convey that to you. Now see, again, I may get up after I send this video to you. I may get up and receive a profound message that permeates from within, and it is nothing that I will have thought of. And you know the difference, because you know yourself, and that in that moment of understanding, how did I just come up with that? To think, to say, that answer, that confirmation, is because you didn't. And when you realize in that split of a moment that, oh my gosh, that is a part of your spiritual experience within your awakening. And the awakening will last for as long as it needs to, for you to excel on. See, it's gone. It's gone. And that was all I needed to show you and to help you see. And I pray that that helps. Oh gosh, I pray that that helps everybody that this is meant for. Yeah, okay. Whew, that's powerful stuff. That's powerful. So, yeah, join our spiritual guidance and spiritual awakening forum. It starts March 11th at 11 a.m. It's going to be each Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you know, March 11th at 11 a.m. just it turned out that way because it was meant to be that way. Um, and when I realized, oh my gosh, it's 11:11, that was just amazingly profound. Um, and it also is, if you put 3:11:11, that's 7, and that's telling us that we are divinely led to do it on that day. So that's going to be a powerful, powerful moment, because then 11 minutes in, we're going to call out to the spirit realm. And I want all of you on the call because I want you to receive that message, that answer that's on your soul. 11:11 is when the portal to the spirit realm is open, and that is why I have been able to serve in my life mission. That's why I have been able to manifest things that I have been blessed to manifest in my life. That's why I have received different spiritual guidance that has been of just breakthroughs and pivots in my life, and that's why I teach it in our private sessions. And that's why so many people have just been enlightened and gifted through that synchronistic spiritual number. So I look forward to seeing you all on the call. Take great care. I'll see you soon. Okay, so now what you just saw was the other night when it was a constant tone after tone after tone. And remember, I could hear it like like crossfire, but it wasn't crossfire, it was communication back and forth, right? So I went to bed and I just prayed for. Now, normally I will meditate, or I will be very intent on a specific one-liner of prayer, and just to deepen my spirituality and to be open to whatever Spirit has to show me. So I've been working with Archangel Raziel as always. I love him. I just love Archangel Raziel. That's our spiritual magician. That's our alchemist. And I feel a very strong pull towards Archangel Raziel. So I just said, please show me what I need to see. Now, you know, if you've been following me, you know that's my staple. Prayer is just show me my spiritual guidance the way I can receive it. And that's what I encourage my clients to do, because honey, when you ask, you receive. You receive. And a lot of times, 9.5 times out of 10, I would say, okay? Probably 99.99% out of 100. You receive it in a way that you still are like, whoa. So when I closed my eyes, I drifted off to the spirit realm, okay, to dream state, and I heard my son cry, and I saw him walk in the room, and I said to myself, that's not my son. I'm in the spirit realm. And I was awake while my body was asleep. I had astral traveled And I had gone to the spirit realm, and this is what I saw. See, spirit uses my children to get my attention. That's how I'm awoken or awakened out of my sleep often, if I hear my children's voice. Okay, so I didn't feel like it was a negative and evil or anything like that. This was to get my attention. As soon as I looked at him, I realized that's not him. And okay, I'm here. Okay, is this the spirit realm? This is the spirit realm. Okay, all right. What is all of this going on? There was so much spiritual energy in that room, in my bedroom. Okay, there were passageways. There were long, skinny things. There were tall, just two-legged things. There were so much energy, just crossfire, just communicating. And I realized this is what I had been hearing right before I went to bed. So, have I even shared that with anybody? The only thing that I shared with my family is that our angels are protecting us, because I don't even know how to approach that. You know, I'm sharing it with you. Sharing it with you. So there's so much within the spirit realm that it is inconceivable. So the image that I saw, it wasn't like the coloring wasn't like a vivid color like you would see like now, like in this earthly realm, like, you know, like you're looking at me. It was high frequency color, saturated, but it was black and white. It wasn't color at all, but it was as if you would see high saturated color, but it was black and white. And you could see every single thread of energy. So as I'm saying, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, in me. I mean, I'm saying this without moving my lips. I'm saying it. My eyes are closed. And I could literally see passageways, doors being opened, tunnels, and different beings walking through them, coming back through, going over here, floating over there, coming back this way, flying over me. It was incredible. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to understand just how close the spirit realm is. The spirit realm is right here at all times. So when you feel those indications on your body, it's not false. It's real. And it's spiritual communication. When you hear those tones happening, it's real. And when you receive your spiritual guidance that comes directly in, when you hear that tone, or when you feel that pull in your stomach, that butterfly feeling, or that sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach, and all of a sudden you hear this voice, that's your spiritual guidance. All of a sudden you see this vision, that's your spiritual guidance. All of a sudden you have this feeling, that's spiritual communication. That is your spiritual guidance. So close your eyes. Okay, do this with me now. Okay, close your eyes. Okay, you can even just cover your eyes. Cover your eyes. Okay? You see all that movement? Just take a deep breath in. There's no ending. It's vast. Your eyes are closed. There's no light, being let in. Yet, you see images. You see movement. You see vibration. Okay? You are looking into the spirit realm. Okay? You're unplugging from your earthly existence. That one thing, close your eyes and look into the vastness of the spirit realm. Now, you're always going to have people out there, oh, you're messing with dibbling, dabbling, and stuff that's not of God. You know what? This is what I have to say to that. We're all spiritually gifted by God. And in biblical text, you're going to find the word spiritual gifts, and I encourage all of you to seek it out, okay? I encourage you to do that because it's the seedling of manifestation, okay? And sacred texts, a variety of sacred texts, you're going to find that we are all spiritually gifted. And in claiming that, there is not all energy of God in the spirit realm. That is true. And that's why you stay prayed up. That's why you worship the Most High. That's why you work with angels of the Most High, messengers of the Most High. Okay? Spirit guides that are designed and created just for you from the Most High. And so, when people are saying, oh, you're opening yourself up to, you don't know what you're getting. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because none of us walking knows the vastness of the spirit realm. Now, that's just the truth. That is the God's honest truth. Yet, we are spiritual beings, first and foremost, and will always be. We are in a body that is our vessel. And so there's two sides of who we are. Okay, if you're walking, if you're breathing, there's two sides of who you are. And we're a spiritual being first. So when we close our eyes, we welcome our soulful origin, our spiritual origin. Our souls are a part of the spirit realm. How can they not be? So our human side fears that understanding, that knowledge. And that is understandable. So I encourage you to do that one thing, because what I received the other night is something that I've never seen before. And I'm a master spirit guide. I have been aware of my spiritual gifts since I was a baby girl that didn't know how to voice it. Okay, I knew spirits were trying to enter me when I was 6. And I knew I didn't want that. And I knew I was talking to angels at the same time, and I wanted their interaction. Okay, so there's a difference. There is a difference. However, when you blind yourself to the reality of God's blessing, Spirit's blessing within the angels that help us, then I feel like you're doing yourself a disservice. So it is within that balance. But if you do that one thing, you are peering into the spirit realm, and all you have to do is close your eyes. When you're seeing those orbs come at you, when you're seeing those blocks of different light, those auras, when you're seeing faces come to you, when you're seeing outlines of faces come to you, when you're seeing flashes of images, when you're seeing movement go across your eyes while your eyes are closed, and there's no lights flashing out, it's just still wherever you are. The sun isn't rapidly going in front of you that's causing those rays of light that you're seeing while your eyes are closed. That's spiritual alchemy. That is defying human logic. And it is scary for a lot of people. And what I received the other night was just amazing. I've never received that type of confirmation before in my spiritual journey. And so it comes with great pleasure for me to be able to share that with you. Number one, I received the tones, the frequency of a bunch of communication and was just blown away by it. Okay? And went to bed, and as a matter of fact, had a client that night and shared with her about it before I could even mention it to anybody else. I'm just like, I don't know how to approach this. You know, I was just so filled with appreciation for having received it and experienced it. That window of the spirit realm. Could have been 11:11 at the time that it happened. I went to bed early that night. It could have been. What I know is I traveled. And that is the meaning of astral traveling. Is when you are away from this fourth dimension, and you are in the fifth dimension. It's a blink of an eye. It's timeless. Okay? You know, I can't testify to what other people are putting out there on YouTube. You know, I have to share with you with what I experience. And this is what I experienced. And it is amazing. So, it was a highly saturated scene. And it was all movement, all things. It was just black and white. It was plain as day. And as soon as I realized this isn't my son, that's not my son. Okay, that was to get my attention. Okay, I don't open my eyes. Don't open your eyes. Then I'm talking to myself. Don't open your eyes. Okay. I'm in the spirit realm. Oh my gosh. What is this? Oh my gosh. I'm in the spirit realm. Don't open your eyes. Okay, don't open my eyes. Okay, I'm not going to open my eyes. Oh my gosh. Look what I'm seeing. It was amazing. It was constant movement, and there were so many different forms of energy there. Okay, so I just want you to know that when you experience these different moments of spirituality, of spiritual experiences, of occurrences, of happenings, okay, you're not alone. And none of us are ever really alone. Now, humanly, I'm in the house by myself. But spiritually, honey, please. There's so many spirits in here. There's so many angels in here. There's so much activity, you know, and I'm aware of it. But having seen it in a traveling, an astral traveling experience is something that, in that way, I've never received it in that way before. I've never seen it. I've never seen the spirit realm in that way. And it was saturated heavily in black and white. So I just want you to know that. Now, I have seen the spirit realm in very watery images, and have we'll talk about that on another video, because it was still very emotional for me because of how it occurred and what happened. And, you know, the understanding of having a limited life there is, so I'll talk about that in another video. But astral traveling in the way that I did, and understanding, oh my gosh, okay, I am seeing the spirit realm in active movement, as if the veil right here, when you go to sleep and when you are in dream state, and the spirit realm comes alive and the human world is asleep. All this activity was just like Grand Central Station. It was amazing. And as soon as I realized that's not my son, it was to get my attention. Faded back. And you got to recognize those spiritual, how spirit gives you, how you recognize your spiritual gifts, your spiritual guidance rather, because it'll be different for everyone, but it'll have that same thread of beauty from our Creator. That's how special we are. That's how special. And it just, I don't have words to say how special and how precious and how beautiful our Creator is to allow us to experience stuff like this. To just know that we're a soul. Like, how am I talking? How am I breathing? How am I looking without thinking about it? So you got to know that when you become awoken, in that spiritual awakening moment, that phase, and we go through multiple phases, your spirit is developing on a higher level, and it's a big deal. So I encourage you to click the links down below for our workshops. We've got a spiritual forum happening on March 11th, and it's going to be amazing. And we're going to talk about all things spiritual. I want all of my spiritual practitioners there, so you can practice. If you're a card reader, we've got a angel card, spiritual guidance oracle training workshop happening on March 28th. That's kicking off. It's a 12-week series, 3 months. Now, I got certified with Doreen Virtue's certification course, and I've taken master classes with Deborah King and with John Holland, and I still felt something was missing. And so that's just who I am. And I wanted to get this certification. Oh, I got to get this certification. I've got to get this all of this stuff. And I realized Spirit was like, you keep seeking for stuff that's not there because you're not there yet. And so Spirit helped me craft this 12-week, why did I do this? I don't know. This 12-week angel and spiritual guidance oracle card training workshop. And so I want you to be on board. There's an installment plan. There's a buyout plan. So definitely click the links below. But the spiritual forum that's happening is absolutely free. And so my readers out there, get on board and register. My healers out there, any level of spiritual practitioner, you need to be on the forum so that you can practice. I want to be able to give you that platform so that you can be comfortable with your spiritual gifts, because honey, we're all spiritually gifted, and that is a fact. So I hope that this little tidbit of information really helped you all understand that closing your eyes is the fastest way for you to engage the spiritual realm. Okay? Take great care, dear loves. And I'll talk to you very soon. Love you.